20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2-up? Never been afraid to play my cards.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Oilers taking on the Steamers of Rio de Janeiro. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Let's go! Ready.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. But you look at this defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And Howe will throw it. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, Howell now. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Chubb again, and this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Howell, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Oilers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll play fake. Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Young to throw on 4th. That is caught. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Ready?
It's Young on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Seal, black, smash, red, set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. Stays on his feet and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell eluding the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. West. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Young. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard.
Young to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A yard all they need, but it's third down.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
Blaster. Stick.
It's a gain of a yard.
Drill green.
Brings up fourth down and 1.
Green jack. Set.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now Young. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. No gain on the screen there, and second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Young will set to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
White. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air once more. Young buying time to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long, here's Howell. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trail. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Black Ultra. Set.
Now Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Claws red. Black shot. Hut, hut.
Young on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Young off the play fake. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready?
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Set.
Final play of the half. Young. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
First down, Houston.
Back to throw, Howell. A short throw to Ingram. He's got room at the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Howell down to throw it. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Strikers, 3-3. Hey, green. Needle, blue. Blue, striker. Steel, black. Set, cut.
1st and 10, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Fury, yellow. Let's go. Go set.
Off the play fake, Young. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
On the ball.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10.
A loss of 4 yards brings up 3rd down and
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Young. All right, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steamers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to...
Touchdown, Houston. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Young. He lets it go deep for Mayer. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. And Howe will throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's got a man, complete. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one. On the final act of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Young now. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And quickly, they get to the line. From the red zone now, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steamers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Young's going to throw for this. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A short throw to Ingram, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Yeah, give that man a round of applause, but that's what safeties do well. Read, diagnose, and make plays. How about him racing into the backfield to help swat that one away?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. That throw by Young incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Ready, break.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jacorian Bennett has it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Fights through him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for Houston. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Ready.
On second down, Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Fight 60. Set.
Now a first down throw for Young. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
A second down throw for Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Jacorian Bennett has it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll get it across midfield down to the 49. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And again, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd down and 10. Now Howell. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And on now is the punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go. Charge.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That is caught, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the